Okay, so I am listening to the most recent MAYIM Bialik's breakdown episode called Grow Your Love Muscle with Dan Harris. I have 20 minutes left. I paused it so I could record this. I actually, it took me a while. I wanted to do this after the first 10 minutes, but I was like, maybe she'll discover she's autistic throughout this episode. I don't know. I was hopeful, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. And I am just so frustrated because I know how wonderful it is to know you're autistic. And oh my God, she is so autistic. Can somebody please tell her? Because I love MAYIM Bialik. And if she can just know that she's autistic, can you imagine how wonderful the episodes are going to be about autism from her? Because I don't know about you guys, but I love MAYIM Bialik. I love her ever since Blossom. Although I did kind of watch that more for Joey Lawrence, but that has nothing to do with this. Somebody tell her that she's autistic. And I feel like I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be recording this and saying something like this and then putting it out into the world, but I'm autistic and I don't know. I really don't know if that's appropriate or not. I'm just going to do it because somebody fucking tell her that she's autistic, please. She's going to be so happy once she gets past the initial shock. I feel a little bit more confident in just making an episode about this because I was listening to the Autistic Culture podcast and Matt had even said that she's autistic and it's like internalized ableism in some ways. So, okay, if somebody like him knows or highly suspects that she's autistic, then I am pretty much spot on with her. So I don't know who listens to me. Does anybody out there have some sort of a relationship with this lady? I'm not going to email them because I'm not going to be the wacko that says, hey, I've tried that before with personality disorders. Don't ever do that. That was so wrong, so inappropriate. But I feel like with autism, it's different because it's not a disorder. It's not a personality disorder. It's useful information for people to have. And I really fucking wish she would figure it out because she's a neuroscientist. What the fuck? You're a neuroscientist. This is like the biggest gaslight ever. I don't know. Maybe it's not a gaslight. Her brain is fucking with her. Her brain knows that she's autistic. And it's not telling her. It's like, we'll tell you everything else, but we're not going to fucking tell you that you're autistic because no, why would you want that realization? Why would you want all the knowledge and awareness that comes with such a revelation? Oh my God, I'm so frustrated. I would totally, I love her episodes, but come on, can you imagine? I could totally see her doing a side podcast just for autistic adults because talk about the ultimate late identified or late, however she figures it out. Maybe she'll get diagnosed. Who knows? She shouldn't get diagnosed. I mean, she could, but she's a neuroscientist. So once she's presented with this information, what would be the point of her getting a diagnosis? She would have to agree with it 100%, right? I'm not I sound annoyed because I kind of am. Please, this is so frustrating. I listen to her episodes every fucking week and I love them. And it's episodes like these where she's talking about meditation with Dan and super interesting information. I like the way that he frames things. And I like the questions that she's asking and you can tell that she's having a difficult time with meditation. You can see the stories, she tells you the stories that she tells herself, but you can just see that this is autism. Come on, man. We try something and then we automatically think we fucking suck at it. And we don't even see the obvious benefit to what we're doing, with that thing. I don't know. I have so many reasons I can list here as to why MAYIM Bialik is 1,000% autistic. I'm not mad at her for not knowing. I'm highly frustrated, but I'm not mad at her. It's not her fault. I just need whoever out there may be listening to this who may know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows another somebody who could possibly whisper in her fucking ear, hey, MAYIM, you're autistic. It's wonderful. You're autistic. You've been autistic this entire fucking time. The title of your podcast should be named, I Just Discovered I'm Autistic. Okay? Let's just do away with MAYIM BIALIK's breakdown. Once she figures this autism thing out, no more breakdown. It'll be like something opposite. MAYIM BIALIK's, I don't fucking know what the word would be, but like change the podcast name to something else, like MAYIM BIALIK, I suddenly discovered the truth. Or like, I don't know, I can see like joke books being written by this on her behalf. Like she could just like, hey, I'm a neuroscientist, but I missed like the biggest fucking piece of knowledge that the unit, like, I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. I'm so frustrated. Is this like I don't know if I shouldn't be recording right now. It's like 10:30 in the morning. I'm up like way early. I don't know that has anything to do with anything. I'm just, please, somebody fucking tell her that she is autistic. Because this bitch has so much information about the brain. If she could just have this piece, and then let's give her like a few months to like settle into it and accept it and like learn to love it like we all hopefully do. I love that I'm autistic. Even with all the bullshit that like is so annoying, you know, with like the social anxiety stuff. Like I will choose autism every fucking day if I'm given the option between that and being an ordinary person. I'm choosing autism. Because there's so many more pros than cons to being an autistic person. And she's so smart. I know that like, oh my God, like I just want to hear the kind of things that she has to say about autism. I want to hear about the things that she discovers about herself. And Jonathan Cohen is autistic too, but like, we'll get to him another time. This is like about her podcast. He's there, but like, come on. It's MAYIM BIALIK's breakdown, not MAYIM and Jonathan's. Like, can we just start with MAYIM first? MAYIM BIALIK, you are autistic. Please, please, please figure this out. Somebody tell her. Like, somebody please tell her that she's autistic. I kind of feel ridiculous now that I spent over 7 minutes just begging somebody out there to clue this woman in to her autism so that, like, oh, I don't know. I mean, the neuroscientists know a whole bunch about the brain, and I am so curious to hear how she's going to feel finding out that she's autistic and then having to, like, kind of hold that in this, like you're a neuroscientist and you didn't know you're autistic. Like, doesn't that suck? That's gotta suck. If I were a neuroscientist and I found out, like, in my, I don't know, late 40s that, like, I'm autistic, I think I would be profoundly pissed off at the fucking universe that I was brought into this world. I was interested in the brain. I went and did years of studying in college and like getting a PhD, learning the ins and outs of the brain, like the fucking brain. And the one thing that she's missing is the autism piece. That's like the hugest piece in the fucking brain that she's got, and she's not even seeing it. And oh my God, I'm so fucking frustrated. I just like want her to know. Please, MAYIM, because if she can just be clued in, she's going to just, I don't know, like, her life will get 50% better immediately. At least, like, the stories that she's telling herself. Like, you know, once I got past the initial, I'm autistic, and then I learned about, like, what that really means, I don't know, like, I'm just so fucking thankful that I have this information about myself, because I really think I'd be in prison right now. I would have shanked a motherfucker because I wouldn't have known what the fuck was going on with me. And, like, please, somebody tell her. I won't do another episode like this. The next episode I'm going to do about MAYIM is going to be the one that says she finally knows. So I'm sorry if I sound like a lunatic right now, But this lady needs to be clued into this because she's not going to figure this out on her own. I mean, maybe, but like, she's been on this earth for a very long time. This bitch has no fucking clue. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, she will understand herself so much better if she just knows that she's autistic. So somebody please, I'm not going to pay you or anything. I mean, like, I'll give you $1. Just somebody fucking tell her, please tell her. I feel a little ridiculous now that I just went on this like rant about her not knowing. It's not her fault, but like, somebody needs to tell her. I'm not going to be the one, I don't want it, just in case, I come across as like crazy. I don't want to. But, okay, I'm going to go now. That's all I really wanted to say. Somebody please tell MAYIM BIALIK she is autistic. Please. Like, I need the neuroscientist to know this information because I want to know more about my autism too. But she's got to figure hers out first. And you know what I mean? Like, please, clue her in. Thank you. Goodbye.